Hi, this is Rayburn Hare. Join with me, Life. It's a beautiful, cold, winter day. I'm enjoying the fireplace here at the retreat where Donna and I are seeking the Father on how we can share Jesus Christ, who He is, the power of who He is, the power of His Word that's changing me, how it can change you. A foundation part of our ministry is based on Deuteronomy 31:12 that says, assemble the people, the men, the women, the children, and the foreigners in your town, to hear, learn, and fear God, and to observe and do His Word. If you want to know the heart or the foundation of what everything I do is found right there, to teach the fear of God and His Word. In my opinion, it is the problem in our nation because there is no fear of God. And I want to fear God. And I want to seek Him. And I want to say to you, to anyone who will listen, that the fear of God, to hear, learn, it's a learning process. But you got to hear it. You got to hear about it. You got to learn. You got to seek the Father. To fear Him, to observe and do His Word. It's always in His Word. It is the foundation of our ministry, is to teach and point people to the Father. That's all Join With Me has ever been. It started that way. Based on 2 Timothy 1:8, where Paul says, join with me in suffering for the gospel according to the power of God. It is my ministry. It is what God has called me to do. And by God's grace, and as faithfully as I can, I'm just going to simply say, hey, I'm seeking the Father. Would you join with me? Here's what God's doing in my life. Would you join with me? Here's what I'm learning about the Father and about living life and overcoming sin. Would you join with me? Here's what God's doing with me through His Word. Would you join with me? So nothing's about me. And if I ever sound like it is, then I'm sorry, because it's not about me. It is about the Father and saying, join with me and seeking Him. I was so encouraged last night. Literally last night. That's why I'm sharing this today. Deuteronomy and Psalm 66:16. I just shared with you Deuteronomy 31:12. You know the foundation. That is the foundation. So Psalm 66:16. And just God made that verse so real to me last night when He said, "Come and hear, all that fear God." That's what I'm saying. If you fear God, or if you want to fear God, if you have a heart for the Father, then come and hear. Not because I'm a great orator or speaker, or nothing. Only because I'm saying, seek the Father and join with me in doing it. I'm trying to encourage you. I'm trying to point you to there, because that's where I'm headed. That's where I'm headed every day, seeking the Father. The last part of Psalm 66:16 says, first part, come and hear, all that fear God, and I will declare what He has done for my soul. Oh, I was so encouraged by that, because that's what I try to do. I simply try to say, here's what God's doing in me, in my soul, in the depths, the deep parts of who I am. God is at work. And He is changing me. I just did a session on Colossians chapter 3 about sin. Not the sins of the world, but my sin. And how I desperately want to be pure and right before God. And I constantly ask the Father, Father, speak to me, lead me, show me, change me, mold me, make me. Because I want God to do that work in me. And as He does, that's what Psalm 66:16. I will declare what He's done in my soul. That's what I'm trying to share, what God is doing in me. And ask God to help it to use it to for you to simply say, wow, I want to seek that God. I want to have that walk. I want to be in His Word. And that's all I try to do. Say, join with me in seeking the Father. I hope these sessions mean something to you. I would love to hear from you if they ever do. It just encourages my heart when somebody says they heard something, read something that it means a lot to me. This is Rayburn Hare, joinwithme.life.